Today's video, I want to go over a possible delay that might be coming to Death Stranding. I think a lot of gamers were expecting it to be released in 2019. I was always a little bit skeptical just because it's Kojima and he likes to take his time with his games. He likes to deliver perfection, and it looks like a delay for the game might be coming. We've never heard of an official release date, so you really can't call it a delay, but we'll talk all about it. Also, a new PlayStation 4 open world title has been confirmed. It's called American Fugitive, and it is looking pretty sick. I want to go over that game as it has been going a little under the radar, but a very interesting game coming with American Fugitive. The Devil May Cry 5 reviews are being posted, and it is getting some stellar reviews. It's got an 86 on Metacritic right now, but it's fluctuating a lot, and some of the best reviews haven't even been posted for the game yet, so I do want to go over that, so good to see that game doing well. We talked about Anthem's crashes on the PlayStation 4, and it looks like Bioware is well aware of it. They are working closely with Sony to fix the issues. And lastly, I do want to go over some great deals that are available over at GameFly right now. Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Marvel Spider-Man are seeing some steep discounts. We'll talk that at the end of this video. First up, Death Stranding is one of the more anticipated PlayStation 4 exclusives. In yesterday's video, I talked about how I break down PS4 exclusives in terms of tiers. Tier 1 exclusives, you look at games like God of War, Marvel Spider-Man. Tier 2, you look at games like Until Dawn and Shadow of the Colossus. Well, Death Stranding is absolutely a Tier 1 game in that it's hotly anticipated. However, as a Hideo Kojima title, you just gotta be a little wary of the fact that the game's gonna probably take a while to come out. A lot of people were speculating that it would see a 2019 release. Well, it looks like it might fall victim to a delay. A translation from a new interview with Japanese site J-Wave just came out, and Kojima said this. Point blank, he said many studios lag behind the planned release date, and that development on the game, quote, has been slightly out of the initial plan, but not much delayed. I don't think that's pointing towards the fact of this game seeing a significant delay, but I do think if you're expecting this game to be released in 2019, that won't be coming to fruition. You also just look at the lineup that is already scheduled for 2019. It's a pretty packed lineup. We've got games like Days Gone coming, Dreams is still on the way, The Last of Us Part 2 will probably be released this year, and all of those games I consider to be big budget PS4 exclusives. And in any given year, you usually get 3 major exclusives. I'll give you guys an example. 2018 was really headlined by God of War, Detroit Become Human, and then Marvel Spider-Man rounded out the year. Of course, there were other exclusives, but they were the 3 major titles. For 2019, that looks to be Days Gone, Dreams, and The Last of Us Part 2, and how can you really be disappointed by that? And then you do have other exclusives like Judgment rounding things out, but it does look like Death Stranding won't be one of those games to be released in 2019. And honestly, with it being pushed to 2020, could this see the transition to a PlayStation 5 title? Could it be a cross-gen game? I don't think that's far out of the realm of possibility. I mean, it is almost a foregone conclusion that the PlayStation 5 will have backwards compatibility, so it's not a big deal, but if we can get a native PS5 version with better performance and things like that, hey, that would be a welcomed addition as well. Moving on from that, I want to highlight a very interesting open world action sandbox title that's coming to the PS4 this year. It's called American Fugitive, and hardly anyone is talking about it. The PlayStation blog has a very in-depth post on it, where Louis Bottle, the art director of Fallen Tree Games, the development studio behind the game, he goes over a lot about the title, and it's just a super interesting title. Breaking out 2019, American Fugitive is a modern take on a classic sandbox action. Framed for your father's murder, you'll need to do whatever it takes to unveil the real culprit. Tackle thrilling missions for the criminal underworld, just don't let the cops track you down. It's a top-down open world title, so definitely reminiscent of the old Grand Theft Auto games, but premise-wise it's completely different, looks chaotic as hell, and this is a game that could turn out to surprise a lot of people. The game touts breaking and entering. Red Rock County is a charming slice of rural America. We wanted to give the player free reign to break into any of the buildings across the area in order to steal items to fence, change appearance, or find clues to the killer's identity. But be warned, housebreaking is unpredictable and fraught with risk, but the payout can be oh so lucrative. There's gonna be a lot of driving in the game. Wheels are of course integral to the American way of life, and no prison break is complete without a crazy crackjacking spree. For the developers, there's nothing more fun than skidding around dirt roads in a high-powered muscle car, and who doesn't love a good old-fashioned cop chase? And of course, the game will be packed with thrilling combat as well. As you'd expect, the cops will stop at nothing to see you back behind bars or in the morgue, so you may be inclined to grab a gun to help enforce your constitutional rights. Of course, this isn't gonna help your case much, but they'll have to catch you first, right? That's directly off the PlayStation blog post, and again, I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. American Fugitive, I feel like, is gonna be one of those games that really catch gamers by surprise in 2019, an open world sandbox action adventure title. We don't have an official release date, but again, it is scheduled for 2019. Moving on from that, Devil May Cry 5 is a game that I'm very excited for, even though I did mention in our previous video that this this is a game that I might wait on a sale for. Personally speaking, I'm gonna buy it day one just because I'm a big Devil May Cry fan, but just speaking at it from an objective standpoint, and Devil May Cry games just generally being shorter. However, Devil May Cry 5's reviews have just been posted on Metacritic, and it is getting some stellar reviews. It's got an 86 on Metacritic right now. I saw it at an 88 a little while ago, so more reviews are being posted, and some of the top reviews haven't even been posted yet. I saw IGN gave the title a 9.5 out of 10, so that's very impressive. Some of the other reviews include Push Square giving it a 9 out of 10, saying Devil May Cry 5 is quite easily one of the best action games on PS4. Flawless in execution of its often jaw-dropping combat. It's a masterfully crafted title that begs to be played over and over again. Stunning presentation helps some of the coolest cutscenes going, and the story ties the series together with style among a sea of uninspired open-world outings. Devil May Cry 5 is an explosion of character and laser-focused excellence. Capcom is well and truly back. That is some high praise. PlayStation Universe wasn't as kind to the game, giving it a 7.5, saying Devil May Cry 5 is the game fans have been waiting for better or for worse. It's not the best in the franchise, but it's welcome and stylish return to the original Devil May Cry saga. Again, an 86 on Metacritic right now. IGN gave it a 9.5 out of 10, and I don't even see that posted, so expect that Metascore to fluctuate a little bit, but it looks like the general reception has been very, very positive. Moving on from that, we talked a lot about Anthem's issues on the PlayStation 4. Sony was going as far to offer full refunds on the game, but it does look like Bioware is completely aware of the issues, and it was said by Chad Robertson, the head of live service over at Bioware, that the developer is working closely with Sony and had engineers working on a fix. It's kind of shocking to me that it requires the game to be released and for fans to find out these issues, and these aren't issues that are remedied ahead of launch. That's just something that's always going to be mind-numbingly stupid to me. I feel like that's something that should be found out in quality assurance testing, but hey, what do I know? I'm just your average gamer. At the very least, it's good to see that Bioware is fixing up Anthem's issues. Anthem is a game that is really a flop at this point. I don't think that's too negative of a statement to make based on the general reception of the game. Could it make a comeback? Absolutely. If we've seen games like Final Fantasy XIV, The Elder Scrolls Online, and No Man's Sky make a comeback, you're damn right Anthem can make a comeback, but it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot of improvement. But with a game like this, of course, Bioware is gonna stay committed to it, EA is gonna stay committed to it, and there's gonna be a lot of content released for the title in the coming months and even north of a year from now. So we'll see how the game pans out, and we'll keep you guys posted on the evolution of Anthem, but right now it's really at a pretty poor state. Lastly, I do want to note some great deals that are available right now over at Gamefly. Now, these aren't new copies, however, Gamefly generally has a great track record with all of their pre-owned games. So first off, Shadow of the Tomb Raider is available for $19.99. That is without a doubt the cheapest price I've seen on SOTR. Typically, this game new, or if you buy it digitally on sale, it'll go for around the $30 mark. Now that it's down to $19.99, definitely worth a buy. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, from a narrative standpoint, not as strong as ROTR, but from a gameplay and world standpoint, I do think Shadow of the Tomb Raider is the better game, and I would give it a buy, especially if you've been enjoying the Tomb Raider title since the reboot. Also, Marvel Spider-Man is seeing a steep discount. It's down to $29.99. This game on sale typically doesn't go less than $40, so $30 for it would say that's a really good buy as well. And Spider-Man, of course, one of the better PlayStation 4 exclusive that's been released. I think I would be hard-pressed to say it's the best when we've had games like God of War and Uncharted 4. However, I've seemingly liked Marvel Spider-Man than most people, and I thought it was an awesome open world to explore. Great story, great gameplay. Is it perfect? No, but the fundamentals have definitely been set in place by Insomniac for this to become a big franchise going into the PlayStation 5. So $30 for that is well worth a buy, and that's going to conclude this video. Again, Death Stranding development is slightly behind schedule. That's a little disappointing, but 2019 is already looking to be packed with PlayStation 4 games, so I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal at the end of the day. We're going to have so many other games to play. A new open world action sandbox game is coming to the PlayStation 4. It's American Fugitive, and it looks awesome. Definitely give that a look. The Devil May Cry 5 critic reviews are in. Currently, it has an 86 on Metacritic. Do expect that to fluctuate a little bit, but the reception thus far has been very positive. Bioware is working closely with Sony to fix up those unacceptable issues and the crashing issues, so hopefully that's remedied soon. And again, we'll leave links to Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Marvel Spider-Man from Gamefly. Those are pretty good deals. $19.99 for SOTR and then $29.99 for Marvel Spider-Man. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.